Hey, 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 it's What's Cooking.
What's cooking, good looking?
Well, I don't even know the last time I did one of these live. It's been forever. But today is a special day because I'm making something I only made like one time when I was 16, and I think it was a flop. And it is a Croatian tradition. Typically, it's served during the holiday. I'm actually even using Bernadine Kabakavic, my mom's special yellow Tupperware bowl. And it has multiple address labels on it, just in case she made macaroni salad and took it somewhere.
Oh yeah, my mom had the same thing with stickers on it
Right?
for potlucks. Make
So
sure
this-
she gets her bowl back.
This has 2 different addresses, and I bet you this thing is like, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 years old, who knows?
Yeah.
So, in this bowl, we have a combination of beef and pork ground up, and typically in Croatia you would use speck, but I'm using bacon, so I diced bacon up and some onion.
What is
and
speck?
It's like a porky, like pancetta or something like that.
Okay.
This has onion, parsley. So far we haven't done anything else. Just kind of getting all that going. There are 2 eggs. They are not cheeky 2 eggs, although
4 more today.
huge news. The chickens started laying eggs again, and we thought they were on menopause.
Yeah.
So basically, I got on one of those chicken sites on Facebook, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Our chickens haven't laid an egg since the time changed. And now all of a sudden they are. And we've had 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 eggs.
Yeah.
And basically, they need sunshine and they need daylight and a minimum of 12 hours of daylight. Something about their egg, their ovary, releasing it,
Well, as
craziness.
they get older.
Yeah.
Those
So
chickens might be 39. Like,
they are not 39. Okay, simply pepper. We're going to put a lot of pepper in here. We've done no seasoning yet, except for onion. Paprika, lots of paprika. Croatians use a lot of paprika. I'm going to put a smoky paprika in as well as a sweet. Okie dokie. I know.
You don't
And
usually
then-
like smoky.
Chef, it's only a little. Chef Debs, what kind of salt is this?
I can't remember now. Molten, it starts with an M.
It's very crystally. Chef Deb, if you're watching, what kind of salt is this that we use? I can't remember the name of it. But
I think it's Malden.
Malden. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to put a few big thingamajiggers of this in there. Thingamajiggers, that's code for
That's a technical term.
technical. Yep, for sure.
Malden.
I'm
Malden.
sure I didn't put enough, but whatever. It already has a bunch of garlic I put in ahead of time, and I'm going to put a little garlic powder in here. And even though it has fresh parsley, I'm going to put a little dry parsley. And the trick, soda water. Haha. This is such a good trick. So you're going to put some soda water in here. I know, it's a chemistry thing, and I don't even know how to bake. And then, thank you, broker Rick Hagan, for my cool, trusty, dusty little shaker, and I'm going to put baking soda.
Huh.
Isn't that clever?
Baking soda, not baking powder?
Do not flip me out. I have no idea. If there's anyone on here from Croatia who's made these darn things, please let me know.
Just don't tell her it was the wrong one.
Yeah, so this is the trick. So growing up, we always used regular cabbage that you boil and then you'd use. And when I went on the site on Facebook, on all of my Croatian cooking sites, they're like, no, you use these already pre-done, and they're kind of already
They're almost
sour.
pickled. It's in a brine.
Yeah, they're in a brine.
Yeah.
So, which makes it easier because they're already soft. But now I know that I have to get in here and mix this junk up, right? With my hands.
It smells a little like sauerkraut.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super excited. So in Croatia they call this Sarma, S-A-R-M-A, Sarma.
Not to be confused with shawarma.
Correct. All right, so I bet you I need a little more salt. I'm going to just use pink Himalayan salt. Okay.
And the other salt is very strong salt, isn't it?
The other one?
The
Yeah.
flaky Malden.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my cut Cutco knife. Thank you, Eric Gilman. I'm gonna rock it back and forth on my Cutco board. Eric, it's been so long. I know you're riding your bike like across the country for a charity, which I donated to.
I don't think he started yet though,
No,
right?
he hasn't.
Yeah.
He was just on the news, I think, about it.
Yeah, it's almost, I think it's more closer to summer. Or-
So I'm chopping this up because this is also going to be part of the sauce. And Cutco knife, this bacon is also going to be part of the sauce. So strangely, it's tomato juice that's used and a can of like diced tomatoes. It's not tomato paste. It's not like spaghetti. It's more kind of a juicy broth. So we're going to use real live. Isn't this cool? You cut the bacon with these little doodads. Super clever. Love these Cutco scissors. Okay. All right, what else is going on, Philip Fredrickson?
Not much. Just trying to help all of our buyers find houses.
Yes, there were like 950 or something single family detached today, and the numbers are going up, so that's awesome news. I feel like we're going to get some more.
The end of last week,
888.
888.
That's single family detached, but I think we're going to get more inventory shortly. Okay, so I'm going to put a little more paprika in this baby.
It's definitely upticking.
There's a lot of meat in here, so I'm really hoping that I know how to roll them. Otherwise, it's going to become like freeform. I think that's the whole art and trick, is how do you actually get them into, okay. So this little guy has onion and parsley. My sister Sherry, who's going to be 79 on February 12th, she got me this, and it's very cool. I know I should be using my Cutco thing, but get a load of this little wizardry. Neat, huh? You cleaned the
It's like
chicken
you're
coop today.
trying to start a lawnmower.
You showed property today.
It's been a busy day.
Yeah. Talked to a new client today that's relocating for Qualcomm, which is awesome. Had Zoom this morning, talked about the request for repairs as well as the response to the request for repairs. Got the little wackadoodles, making sure that if the UPS truck is here, that they make sure he's terrified of them. Because they're tiny little 1-foot white dogs.
She barks at Mike and Vicky
All the
every
time,
day,
right?
all day, whenever they show their
Okay,
face.
I'm just gonna move this back here. Because for those of you who have been in this kitchen, you guys know that it's a shockingly small amount of space that I have to work with. Like, shockingly. Right, Philip Fredrickson?
It is
Okay,
not
so
bad.
put
I mean,
the
it's a convenience kitchen.
soda water in. Now, I don't really need that. I don't know why I got it out. Now let me get this guy. This is the tough part. This is my intimidated moment. So here are the leaves. It looks kind of reasonably cool, right? Gonna lay that little guy down. I know I'm so.
It looks more chopped up when it was in the jar.
And yeah, how did they? I wondered how the frig they filled that jar.
I don't know.
Like I
But
felt
there
like
was a lot. There was
it
a
was
lot in there.
crazy. You ever
Yeah.
see how at wineries and fruit places they can put a bottle over a branch and a lemon will grow inside the bottle?
No, I've never paid attention to that.
Oh, they do that in Europe and stuff. I was like, how did they get these cabbage leaves into this jar? Because it was no small feat getting them out. All right, I put a
I'm more
little more.
focused on how they get the grapes in the bottle.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, so I'm really spinning this thing around a lot. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put some in my hand. Yikes. Hey, Aaron. I'm gonna be making some Croatian stuffed cabbage called Sarma. This is the tricky part. I think that's too much meat. Okay, I should have at least practiced rolling one leaf before I did this, don't you think?
Well, that kind of takes the fun.
Oh, did I mention there's rice in here? There is uncooked
Not
rice.
much. You didn't put a whole lot. Would you put a cup in all that meat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know that some people do this really weird thing where they tuck the leaves in, but I'm worried that if I do it, it's gonna squish all over the place. We'll just leave it at that for now. And then, okay, let's try another one. You just have to get your hands in here, that's the deal. And you know how patient I'm not, right? So I kind of feel like I could make these really large, like footballs, and we'd be done. As opposed to like these little tiny
Well, you can only
painstaking
make them
little
as
ones.
big as the individual leaves, so
True.
you're a little bit limited.
All right, so kind of like a burrito.
Oh, we could use tortillas.
And I guess if I was a mom, it would be kind of how you swaddle a baby, right? Oh, that one came out pretty. Didn't that come out nice?
This is very keto.
The rice really threw it out of keto.
Yeah, but you didn't have to put the rice on.
I know. Well, I don't think it comes out as nice if you don't do. Ooh, this one's a much bigger leaf. I don't know what we're gonna do with that piece, so we'll just skip it. So it's beef, pork, onion, parsley, garlic, paprika, baking soda, and soda water. Okay, this one looks like it's super like different shaped leaf. It's gonna have way more cabbage business going on. All right. I think I made it the wrong direction. Oh well, who cares, right? It's still gonna taste
It's
good.
gonna all taste the same.
That one I'm not gonna show you because it's not as pretty. Mackenzie.
Stop barking at the neighbors. Yeah.
Mackenzie. Wild terriers.
You like the neighbors, silly.
She does love them.
Mm-hmm.
She's still gonna make sure we're protected at all given times.
I think she likes to hear herself talk.
That's true. So yeah, interest rates are still kind of good. And what was it that Russ said the other day that was super interesting? And so did Habib, that when we had him on our Zoom call about when.
Oh, they're talking about the difference between the Fed rate and mortgage rates. Fed rate's a short-term rate, and mortgage rates are long-term, so they don't directly affect. They can have an impact, but they were saying oftentimes when the Fed rate goes up, mortgage rates can go down.
Haha.
So to me, that means at least they're not going to go crazy. It's not like if they do 4 quarter-point raise next year that interest rates on mortgages will go up a whole point. It could, but it's not necessarily true.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good news. Oh, this one's just not.
Those guys at Point Mortgage, they know their stuff.
They sure do. I'm gonna redo this one. This is definitely not, or there definitely isn't art to this, I think. How about if I roll it? I'm gonna roll that one and then tuck the edges. I bet you it's gonna leak out, who knows? This could be just a casserole as opposed to, I've seen that where you just kind of layer all this together and it makes a casserole as opposed to the actual cabbage rolls. I'm gonna probably have a hard time having these stay together. But first time since I was little, trying it, right?
You're
And
still
I
little.
think my mom was coaching us on how to do it. Okay, that one came out good, but it's big compared to the other ones.
Big leaf.
See, on my Croatian cooking sites, they're always so perfect. These are not perfect. These are kind of a hot mess. Hopefully, they will help me figure it out. I think it's all in the practice I know my niece and my sister know how to do this in Buffalo. This is gonna be a good one.
One of your sisters is having a birthday this week.
Yes, I do have a sister, Lisa, who is having a birthday on the 3rd, which is Thursday. And then a second sister having a birthday on the 12th. 2 Aquariuses in the fam. Kind of wild, huh?
What's Janet's?
Janet is April 2nd. Haha, thank you for quizzing me. And she is a...
Oh, I didn't care about
April
that.
2nd. Gosh, what is April 2nd? I know. I just
have no
can't think of
idea.
it. Huh.
I didn't even know I was a Sagittarius till I met you.
I know, that's so funny.
And even though I know I'm a Sagittarius, I have no idea what that means.
Hilarious. Now you know what a Leo is.
Crazy.
Crazy. At least he thinks I am. Not all Leos, I'm sure. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is wild. the way these come, huh?
That one is big. It must be an outer
I'm
shell.
going to go for the larger ones because I'm getting, there's a ton of crap in here, not crap, you know what I mean. Ingredients.
In its present form, it looks a little like that.
No, it smells really good as far as like garlic and bacon and all the cool stuff that's in here.
You could put ground lamb and mix all three.
You could, or veal. You could do any of those things. But, you know, there's some people that don't care for those types of things.
Right.
So I was kind of keeping it cool. All right. Hey, this little baking sheet's kind of coming in handy. I wondered what I was going to do. You can tell that this has paprika in it because my hands are actually kind of,
Orangey.
yeah, getting a little color on them. So it's been chilly around here, huh?
A little bit. Today was cooler and yesterday was cooler, but next week we're supposed to be in the high 70s to low 80s.
Oh, and guess what? My great-great-niece Jaden is coming. She is coming on the 16th of February, and my great-niece Brittany and my
don't forget about your great-niece
and my
nephew.
great-nephew Mario. And it will be Mario's first time in California. Jaden, of course, was here last year, so she wants to come and see Chef Deborah and Tommy Gomes and go to the Wrench and Rodent and Chef James. I don't think we're going to
I
see
think
Chef
her idea
James.
was to come by herself.
Oh, she needs to go to Mitch's Seafood for fish tacos. So her whole, you know, the apple didn't fall far from that tree as far as that girl loves food, as does her great-great-aunt. All right. Oh my goodness, honey, I'm kind of getting impressed.
And her wonderful uncle.
Her. That is true.
Uh-huh.
You are a good uncle. So I'm trying to think of like other things you can do with these, but they're getting larger by the minute. They're getting like footballs.
Well, you're using big
The leaves. But
yeah.
they're so much easier. You know what, from now on, those little baby ones, even if they break up in the baking dish, that'll be okay because it'll kind of give the sauce kind of a texture, you know?
Mm.
But we'll use these bigger ones to actually, you know, make the hickory jiggers. The cabbage rolls.
Is that both jars or just one jar?
I did use both jars because I wanted to get the big ones, you know?
Mm.
Yeah. Where did you find those?
North Park Produce.
Okay.
Yeah. Hard to find. They had a gazillion different brands and types of grape leaves, but these were the only cabbage leaves. And fortunately, they were Croatian. And fortunately, they're good ones.
Huh. Did they tell you that?
Yeah.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. They actually said, oh, by the way, these are good, as opposed to, oh, by the way, we're selling yucky ones.
No, they said we only sell the best.
That place is good, North Park Produce.
They're very helpful too. I mean, you ask them for something and they'll walk you to it,
Yeah.
as opposed to just say, oh,
It's over there.
on that aisle somewhere around the bottom or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
which this was.
So we've got Brittany and Mario going on date night when they're here. We booked Lumi for them, so that'll be fun with Chef JJ. And then they can bop around the gaslight together while we prepare food for a little outdoor backyard dance party for Jaden and her aunt, because I love to dance. And we sort of didn't get to do much with the last couple months in San Diego, right? Everything's been back to mask and...
Yeah, not too bad though. I gotta tell you, out on the stores I went to yesterday and today, I'd say 50% of the people were wearing masks.
Not sure that that's a good thing, Philip Fredrickson.
No, maybe. I
Okay,
mean,
that
it is
little-
indoors. I mean, outdoors, nobody wears. I mean, there's very few people wearing them outside, but some people still do. Some people wear masks before we even had COVID.
True.
Yeah. Especially if there's like cold and flu season or something.
This one's a flop. Ugh, I used too little of a... See if I can fix it.
Oh yeah, give it a second wrap.
Let's see if... Oh, that's not gonna work. Alright, let's see if I can make this one...
You should throw the ones you're not using in the sink.
No, I'm gonna use them, honey. I'm gonna use them in the casserole dish.
Well, you
with
can
the
still
sauce.
pull them out of the sink and use them.
Oh, dude, I know
Are
our
you
sink is
kidding me?
clean,
You
but
keep that sink spotless. I don't know what you're talking
oh
about.
dear, dudes, what would we do with you or without you?
We'd still throw it in the sink, but we wouldn't care.
You would.
We have better resistance.
That is true. Is Dean on there? Oh,
Not on Facebook.
I can't quite read. Hey, I think I see Patrick Bailey. Hey, Patrick. What? Football, huh? My goodness, that was nuts last Sunday. Not this past Sunday. I didn't watch this past Sunday. I couldn't.
I didn't want to.
Didn't want to, but also I was still smarting from the Buffalo Bills losing. Ah! And I know my Santana and Chuck are Kansas City fans. That's good.
Except they lost.
I know.
It's like two teams that nobody, well, I shouldn't say nobody cares about.
It's
but
just, well,
the Rams, you
I'm
know.
a Buckeye. I'm a
Yeah.
Buckeye.
I know, and I'm Southern California, so
Oh.
I would root for the Rams.
Really?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have like a little football contest in this house.
I'm not watching it with you. It's not the Buffalo. It's probably fine.
You what?
I said it's not Buffalo. You'll be fine.
I don't have to have a swear jar.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
By the way, we're taking a trip to Europe with the funds we got from the swear jar.
Really?
We're going first class, staying in castles and stuff. We have so much money.
He's really hilarious. You're so funny. I would actually shut the thing off and turn our live off if I could, but my hands are gonna take a while clean. So I'm just gonna keep doing this for a few more minutes. Ugh. I know, I couldn't even figure out like where to put the camera or any of that stuff today, because it's been such a long time that we've done this. Not that we haven't been cooking, we've been cooking a lot.
In fact, we're going to have leftovers from just the other night.
We are. My butternut squash pumpkin bisque, that came out super, super good.
Some really great ribeyes from Major Market.
Yes. With Rick Hagan's famous rub on it. See, I'm giving him all kinds of plugs, right?
Yeah, he makes some good rubs.
Hopefully they don't rub you the wrong way. Right? I'm kind of funny.
I mean, hopefully you do.
You're hilarious. Jeez. Kids can be watching, knucklehead. My goodness.
Hey, I'm not on camera. They don't. I'm just a sidekick in the background. Nobody even knows who I am.
I'm making quite a few, you know? I think that,
So when you serve that to somebody,
yeah.
you put it in a bowl. You cook them. You put them in a bowl, and then pour the
Sauce
sauce
over it?
over it.
Mm-hmm. And,
Like I don't normally like cabbage, except in corned beef and cabbage,
okay.
and that's only when it's got mustard all over it.
So how come you're with
So
a girl from Croatia?
I think these
And
look
even-
good though.
Okay.
If it's not too much cabbage, see, I was expecting it to be a lot of cabbage and a little bit of meat,
Huh.
and I think it's the other way around.
It's funny because you love, what's that sandwich? The sandwich that has sauerkraut? You
Reuben.
love those.
Well, I like sauerkraut.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's weird. He doesn't like it. That doesn't make any sense. I am assuming.
Well, that's like people like ketchup, but they don't like tomatoes. I mean, that doesn't make sense either, but it's very common,
True.
especially with kids.
Huh. That they like, well, ketchup has so much sugar in it.
So I got you sauerkraut too. What are you gonna do with that?
So I read on my Croatian Facebook page that some people put rinsed off, not sour, the rinsed off from the jar. They drain it, rinse it.
Like
And also-
shredded cabbage.
Yeah, and they put that in there.
In mixed in with the meat or
No, with the
like-
sauce.
Oh, with the sauce.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think we're gonna have enough small leaves that I won't have to do that, but you know, you never know. I'm gonna definitely have more meat.
I wonder what that meat would taste like grilled up and make a hamburger out of it. Like put it on a bun and make it a hamburger
I think
with
it'd be good.
any leftover.
Yeah,
Seems like it'd be good.
it would be.
Good seasoning and all that.
Yeah. I mean,
If it doesn't taste like it, just smother it with mustard and ketchup
oh, there you go. Or in your case,
and pickles.
barbecue sauce.
No, I don't like barbecue sauce on
All right, some of
hamburgers.
these, do have a little bit of, what do you call it?
Nobody's gonna be able to know because it's gonna be covered in sauce.
Is that how it's gonna go?
Yeah. So
I
even
mean,
if it's a
I wish
little,
that they came in better pieces. Oh, we had the best Sunday night. Clients of ours that have become really good friends of ours. Annie is from China and Adam is not, and they did Chinese New Year. And I thought, you know, there were going to be a whole bunch of people there, and they only did it for us, and they cooked all kinds of amazing,
oh my
delicious
gosh, they
dishes.
had like 6, 7 different dishes.
Entrees. I mean,
Yeah.
oh, it was so good and neat to have that whole tradition and experience that.
Super
and
fun.
I decided that we were adopted and that they will invite us every year because I love anything like that.
I mean, they are a niece and nephew now.
I know, they do call us auntie and uncle, which is adorable. Isn't that cute? I think it's so cute. I love that. I mean, it's so neat that when you can help somebody with a home, that you become part of their life and they become part of your life. Right,
And-
Patrick Bailey?
and
You
they
don't get
love their
rid of
home.
us. Lisa and Patrick were clients of mine years and years and years ago. And they're part of our family now too.
Yeah, you must have been like 12 when you sold them their first
I
time.
know, I was. Right, Patrick? I was easily 12 years old. Because I think it was like 20 years ago, possibly. Okay, now I just have little tiny pieces. So I think I'm just gonna throw that meat in the thing as well with the, I need like surgeons to help me. Ugh, that's the worst part. And trust me, I scrubbed multiple times ahead of time. Oh, I don't know, gang. I just need to be able to get to the iPad and iPhone to shut them off. And I don't want to touch them yet. Oh, we moved our my Echelon bike out in the garage, getting things ready. So when Miss Jaden and her mom and dad come, we have spots for them all.
Well, she likes to sleep next to the bike, so we want to put out in the garage where she's going to sleep.
Not even close. I like riding my bike out there. I really do. It's weird. I feel like I'm going somewhere as opposed to it being in the house. I know. It's bizarre.
If you
Well,
want to feel like you're going somewhere, put that on your big screen TV that's attached to your bike.
What do you
Wow! Wow, you did a lot in the last hour and a half on camera.
I haven't been on that one. But hopefully everybody's staying healthy and safe and wearing your mask when you need to wear your mask. And everybody is ready for spring. I heard yesterday there's like 70 more days left until the sun sets at 7 p.m. Now, I don't know if that is in Buffalo or in California, but I know the chickens are happy, right?
I just heard on the news today that they're starting to make plans for, instead of being a pandemic anymore, it's going to be an endemic.
Okay.
So I think they're planning for long term, because it's probably going to come back every year during flu season, cold season, all that they'll just treat it like that.
So the tomato sauce is going to go in the baking dish. There's already garlic in there. Then the chopped parsley and onion are going to go in there. And, chopped bacon, all that's going to go in. I'm going to do 2 big casserole pans. And I might, again, if my Croatian people could.
Can you freeze one? I mean, can you?
These are sweet red peppers, and I thought I'd put a couple of these like in the sauce. Yes, you can freeze them.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So that's what's
I don't
cooking.
think we're going to eat 2 full pans
No.
before they would go bad.
No. So hopefully that's it.
Cool.
We'll see what happens once we cook these. And we will freeze some of them as well. It smells really good in here.
It does.
All right, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you. Aha.